Biafra agitation will stop, but first, forgive Nnamdi Kanu and free him from detention. Orji Uzokalo declared. Please, can someone call Orji Uzokalo to order and ask him who sent him what he is doing? Who told him to intercede on behalf of the Biafrans? Please, I don't want you to be carried away by Orji Uzokalo's plea. Orji Uzokalo never meant well for the Biafrans. At first, he wants Biafra not to be actualized. Maybe you don't know. It has been in his plan from ages for Biafra not to come to pass. So if you're thinking that Orji Uzokalo actually meant well for the Biafran, you must be dreaming. So please, don't buy or concur to his opinions. All right. Let's look at the content. The Senate Chief Whip, Orji Uzokalo, has paid a visit to President Buhari with the intention to negotiate and speak on behalf of the indigenous leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. According to Orji Uzokalo, Nnamdi Kanu is the son of our land. He has erred, he has offended, but then we are ready to forgive him. If we, the elders of his hometown, are willing to forgive him, how much more? I, for one, had a one-on-one talk with Nnamdi Kanu on this very issue, even before his capturing. I pleaded for him to leave this struggle. I put up an offer before him, but the brain of a child, which was still in him, made him to turn down my offer. I never got offended because I understood him properly. Biafran struggle is not today's struggle. It is a struggle we fought. We fought for it, but we never succeeded. Nnamdi Kanu was a child. He never fought the Biafran. We fought the struggle, but we never conquered. Why will Nnamdi Kanu, in return, want to continue what his ancestors were unable to succeed on? Orji Uzokalo writes, pleading and saying, a lot has happened in Southeast and we don't want it to continue. All this is courtesy of Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB members. We are willing to forgive them all, most especially Nnamdi Kanu himself. Forgive him and release him from detention, and Biafran agitation will be a thing of the past. I am giving you my word. I will do all within my power to stop the struggle, whether Nnamdi Kanu likes it or not. Okay, let's see how possible you can make that to happen. Yeah, you saying that you will stop the agitation. Let's see how possible that can be. Or let's see how possible you can make that to happen. You see, all these things are what we are lamenting and talking about. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who happens to be the leader of the indigenous people, is someone who is already resolute on the pursuit for Biafran freedom. His minds are conquered and unchangeable. I wonder how Orji Uzor Kalu, I don't know. I wonder how possible you can succeed in getting Nnamdi Kanu convinced. You even went on to start making promises which you know can never work out. Did Nnamdi Kanu ever told you to go and negotiate on his behalf or plead on his behalf? Did he? I can't remember Nnamdi Kanu pleading to you to go and negotiate on his behalf, or I can't remember IPOB pleading to you to speak on their behalf. You know, so I can't. So why? So my dear listeners, we just have to look into this properly, because before we start making mistakes, Nnamdi Kanu is already at the point of getting his victory, so there is no need to beg. Begging means you are giving these people an hope. You are giving them an hope, and you, Orji Uzor Kalu, of all people, want Biafra to come to stop. So this you are just putting up, this attitude you are putting up, to me is a pretense. It's a pretense. You cannot be putting up a pretense. You understand? You cannot put up a pretense. So, my dear listeners, Nnamdi Kanu is already victorious. Put aside whatever advice coming from Orji Uzor Kalu and focus on what Nnamdi Kanu's trial is going to bring out at the end of the day. Even as I am not a Biafra, I still have that confidence that Nnamdi Kanu will be victorious. Left alone, someone like you who is even a Biafran. So my Biafrans, my advice for you is to remain resolute. Remain unshaken and focused, just like your leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has always been. Do you understand? These people are distractors and the detractors. These are the people Nnamdi Kanu has been lamenting of, advising you to be aware of, because they are everywhere. Everywhere. You can see. Even your own elders. I knew this from the beginning, that Orji Uzor Kalu is tools to the federal government, just like Uzodinma. So whatever he's doing right now is not a new thing. So I shouldn't be surprised. You understand? Shouldn't be surprised, because that's the reality. That's the reality and the fact of life. Do you understand? So that's just it. So my dear listeners, you've had this from Orji Uzor Kalu. I don't really know what your own opinion on this very idea of Orji Uzor Kalu may be, but I know that it can never be true. Okay, so whatever it is, deem it fit at least to come in and let's hear you. Let's know what your take and your advice on this very broadcast may be. Don't forget